Hey guys, I.B.B. dropping in on Yamantau. Now, this game was slightly different. I ran into a clan that I'd never seen before, and I don't actually know their name, sorry guys, but I know that their tag read J-E-T-S, so I'm gonna call them the Jets clan. But I didn't actually look to see what their actual name was on the end card at the end of the game. I have decided to drop in with my Lancelot and take this thing right up the gut along with my other teammates there going up that ramp. But I noticed right here that these guys are going to be trouble, and this is before I realized that I've got a squad of 4 clan members, because this guy was headed off to my left here, and then I started coming under fire. So I knew that there was some tactics going on here that was a little bit different from just a bunch of randoms. Sometimes you will run into that with randoms, but oftentimes the tactics like that are a little disjointed. So here I am trying to deal with the stalker, and I really probably should have gotten off of this stalker and went for that griff that's off to my right, because he should have been the priority target there, but I got fixated on that stalker trying to take him out. And it's not easy to hit a fast moving bot when he's that close to you. So that Lancelot came to an early end. So I think at this point I start seeing the tags, and I start recognizing the fact that I'm going to have to pull this thing together and get my head in the game if we want to have a chance at winning this thing, because here pretty soon these guys are actually going to take a pretty good hold on this center beacon. Now, I'm not actually going to go all the way up this ramp, because one of the few things that I did actually do right in this game, I do see that Carnage in the back there, and I recognize the fact that he had tridents on there, so I wanted to kind of stay out of his way and keep something between him and me. Here I was a little bit late on that jump button. It was more of a reaction than it was an anticipation, and so I wasted a jump for no apparent reason. But the good thing is I had the wherewithal to stay behind this structure here and just corner shoot that guy. So now I'm just checking ranges and trying to decide, you know, what's the best way to go. And I was going to try and go back to the ramp and kind of take on that guy that was headed up there to take our beacon, but then I was hit with something that you saw there, and I didn't quite know what that was. I didn't know if it was a Hydra, a spiral, or what, so I decided I would just stay here undercover. What I did here was I made a mistake, and I shouldn't have jumped after that bot. I should have stayed back underneath that bridge, because the moment I did that jump, there were 3 red team members that were all shooting at me, and I didn't really stand a chance after that. So I could have made better use of that griff right there. So I decided to drop in with the Gepard aphid here. And like I said in a previous video, I don't like to just run up that gut going full force, full steam ahead, and try to take this beacon back. I like to actually stay back a little bit and fire either splash damage or these aphids up over the top of this. And in this instance, I actually had to come up a little bit further than I really wanted in order to get somebody in range. And what saved us in this game was the fact that I didn't get stuck with a bunch of campers on my team either. They don't have campers, and we don't have campers, so we're all trying to push into the center beacon, which makes for a very interesting game. There's nothing more boring or frustrating than to drop into this map and see that you've got 3 or 4 campers back there, because that just makes you want to give up on the game completely right there. So I decided to jump off of there because I was feeling a little bit exposed. They were starting to hang back there, that guy with the Zeuses. And right here, I should have backed off with this Gepard. And I didn't actually realize that that was a Gepard Magnum there. The moment that he came around that corner and I saw him, I had that oh crap moment. I'm dead. So then I had the thought that they weren't running a whole lot of splash damage, and so I thought the Galahad with its shield would come in handy here, which is why I decided to come in with this bot. And that is something, you know, that a lot of players don't do. When you go into a battle and you take note of not just what weapons are being fired at you, but what weapons are the team as a whole using. The next bot that you drop in with should be a bot that has some weapons that can counter the weapons that the red team is using. So you saw here the Zeus's had no effect, and that this bot was used specifically for the plasma and that Carnage with Zeus's, because he's been running around causing havoc for a while. So this Griff is pretty much just dead, and then I decided to turn around, and now at this point I look up at the bar. I thought this game was a little bit closer than it actually turned out to be, because they played a pretty ferocious game here. At least it felt like it when you were playing it. It was fast-paced. You had to keep your head on a swivel, and you couldn't let up your guard. So here I know that this is a Carnage, obviously, and the way that he's acting, I am 98% sure that he's using Thunders, so I put up my shield right away and then start backing away. Now, unfortunately, my shield had already taken some damage in a previous engagement, so I didn't have a lot left to give on that shield, and it gave out during that one. But you know, now I've got teammates with me, and so it's not that big of a deal here, and this game is almost over anyway. So this clan, I've never ran into them before, but they were really tough. They were tough to play against. And so kudos to them. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also hit the thumbs up or thumbs down button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Until then.